Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Starla. Her question is, well, she wants to know how Rudy Giuliani's, what his health is like. I guess he hasn't been diagnosed with COVID yet, but he's having terrible coughing problems. So I decided to just do a full-on health reading on him. Okay, so his physical body, his challenges, his emotional body, his mental body, his spiritual state and his karma, his future, and the outcome. And I'm going to do the same thing with the Lenormand. Okay, so his physical body, his challenges, his emotional body, mental body, spiritual state and karma, his future, and his outcome. Okay, so first with the tarot, we have the Hierophant for the physical body. His challenge is the Knight of Swords. His emotional body is the Seven of Swords. His mental body is the Two of Pentacles reversed. For his spiritual state, we have the Seven of Wands reversed. His future, we have the Knight of Cups reversed, and his outcome, we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, well, diving in with the Hierophant is, this card, it's a Taurus card. It's probably, indicating that his physical body, I don't know, I suppose he's been conforming with everything that he has. He's been conforming under some control over everything that he does. Somebody's been controlling him, of course. He's been trying to stay within the confines of governmental positions, and he's done everything he can to be like the guy that holds the keys to the kingdom. But because this is a very, very, this card has a lot of control, so something has control over his body that's bigger than him. I can't see that this is him, but his physical body is under this control. So this could be, like all these events that he goes to, because he does whatever he has to do to stay controlled, over or by Donald Trump. And I mean, he's gone to Ukraine, and he's the guy that got the money from Dmitry Firtash and funneled it through to, they gave it to him. Dmitry Firtash gave it to him. He paid a few $100,000 or $325,000 or so to Lev and Igor. Remember Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman? He's the dude that did that. He organized all that. So that's all that creepiness it's in his body. His challenge is, this could be the virus itself on the tarot level, because it comes through and it ravages. It's like ravage, raping, pillaging. No care, no concern. This is major. This is a very inflammatory card. It's also a lot of hot air. It's also scattered thoughts. It's also disregard for consequences. It's just very action-oriented and communicative. And that's how he is. And that's his challenge, is he talks too much. You know, he's gotten, he's done a lot of damage to himself and Donald Trump just all the times he went on to Fox News. You know, it's like, okay, Rudy's talking again. So anyway, so there's that. And then with his emotional body, he's trying to get away with something. He really, really wants to get away with something. It's all about deception, getting away with, you know, betraying others. This is Mr. Stealthy guy going to the Ukraine thinking that he can get whatever Donald Trump wants for him. So he's very much emotionally tied to that kind of control. This is probably, you know, I mean, I know back in the day that he was one of the guys that took down the mob. Well, I think he's been made. I think he's a made man. I think he went to the dark side. And maybe that was how he knew how to take them down. But then he's still in there. So there's that. His mental body, with the Two of Pentacles reversed, well, he's completely disorganized. He's very selfish. And again, that's that card of, that's one of the Pentacles cards that has to do with external validation. So he's mentally and emotionally tuned in to just whatever the Donald wants. It's kind of like some sick twist on whatever daddy wants. I don't know his history. I don't know what's going on there. So, but he's disgusting. I'm sitting in his energy and he's just gross. His karma, spiritual state, you know, what's hanging over him is the Seven of Wands reversed. So he's overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed. His spirit is, you know, coming down on him and saying, you know, to his soul, listen, you got to listen. What's going? You're not going in the right direction, dude. We need to talk. Whether or not he listens, I don't know. But there's some giving up. So I think that he is ill, especially because with this card, and I think he does regret. But anyway, there's some, his body's, you know, it's coming down on him. Now with the future and the Knight of Cups, well, that's all about being a fraud and being very moody, but also unrealistic. It's, you know, it's jealousy, moodiness, but it's a fraud. So his future is that he's going to be seen as the fraud. Because he's been lying. He's just been lying constantly. Now with the outcome card being the Nine of Swords, of course, you know, that has to do with depression and really high anxiety and nightmares, many sleepless nights. You know, that's not good. So let's go ahead and layer the Lenormand. Okay, so I get the Man card. So that's him. So he is this guy that has been trying to. This card is telling me the Hierophant is him. That he's been trying to be the guy that's in charge and in control of everything. It's like he wants to be this like head honcho mob boss himself. I think he's failed. With the Knight of Swords, with the challenge card being the flowers in combo with the Knight of Swords, his challenge is the recovery. His challenge is, can he recover? Now with the emotional body, we have the Child card. So this can be a childhood illness. This can be a new start. This can be, I want my mommy. With his mental body, it's looping around and he's going nuts. It's looping and looping and he just can't stop. He can't get out of the loop. With his spiritual state and karma, well, I think his spirit really is trying to get through to him and reveal something to him. But his karma is that he's been arrogant and he has a big, fat, overblown ego. So there needs to be some humiliation in order to heal that. His future, well, there's some warmth, there's some care and some comfort. So he's going to get the care he needs. But then the outcome with the star card, we'll just have to wait and see. As far as like on a health reading, this has to do with something widespread. Well, here, let's do a couple more cards. I never seem to be able to just do 7 every day. It's like I get to that last card, the outcome, and it you know, it's just like, I just need a little more. Okay, so because this can be like hopes, you know, hopes, wishes, and dreams, but this is such a bad card. This tells me this is the regret of the widespread, you know, the illness, the widespread coronavirus, the super spreading events that he's been a part, such a big part of. Okay. This also with the mental body, the ring has to do with your lymphatic system in a health issue. So this could be that his, you know, his head's like really plugging up. Maybe that's what all that coughing is about, because it's just so much sinus. Okay, so more about the outcome for him, health outcome. He might get away with it. But it could be very, it's looking dangerous. Ooh, and then with the broken mirror, it's like something's shattering. No, I think this is quite dangerous for him, honestly. But well, he could somehow overcome it quickly. It's very up in the air. Yeah, because he might get the care. Oops. It's very possible that it does get to a dangerous place, and then it just shatters everything and he has to stop and deal with it. But then he does attract, you know, the care that he needs. And then there can be some kind of a breakthrough. So I'm not seeing, like, notice I don't have, like, you know, the coffin card or anything challenging like that. Yeah, definitely the throat, the coughing, the throat area with this one. But it does look like he could, he may overcome it. Maybe there's some breakthrough on a spiritual level for him that helps him get inside his own authority. And then, you know, maybe he plans to spill the beans. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Because he's been Donald Trump's personal attorney forever. For a very, very long time. So, okay, well, I'm sorry, Starla, I don't have anything more, and it doesn't seem very definite, other than it doesn't look good health-wise for him with this outcome card here. But it does look like I definitely, with all the other cards, I definitely believe he'll have the medical care that he needs. And that just might pull him through. So, okay. Thank you. Take care.